I was like, I'm just going to do the main objective because I don't want to risk wiping, so I'm not going to do like the Temple of Shar or the House of Hope. It's like, yeah. Um, and it's funny
Oh,
because
we've done a lot. Like we haven't done the House of Hope or like we haven't done a couple of the side quests, but
do
we're
you have
very close.
do you have all the Neverstones?
I no, I think we're missing the last one.
Who did you kill so far?
Um,
Kefric, definitely, if you're in Act 3.
right, we killed Ketherick. I think we've killed Mortog,
Gortash?
or Gortosh. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's his name.
Orm's a hard fight too. I really hate her, so I'm like, where is she? I want to find her and kill her. She's like keeps popping up and taunting me. Um, but on my PlayStation 5 save, I've actually remember how Tom was like a really good healer, Chris?
Yeah.
Was that just all Druid? Because I combined Starry Druid, which is the new
Yeah.
subclass, with the Light Cleric, and my God, they just like you're almost depleted health, and like boom, there you go, you're topped up,
Yeah,
and some
dude.
of the gear is like this is nuts. And the nice thing that people like about one of the Starry forms is like you get to automatically succeed on at least three um concentration checks, which means like if you have a spell held up like Spirit Guardians, you won't lose it,
Oh,
which is
interesting.
crazy. Yeah,
I was
that's how they
all
interpreted.
yeah, I was all that, and I was all Circle of the Stars, and it just the healing is fucking bananas. But there's also like an item that you can. I don't know if it's in Baldur's Gate, but like there's like a basic little sickle that's like uncommon item that adds 1d4 healing to everything as well.
There's
But
something that I picked up that allows me to like maximize, like you get maximum health instead. Whenever you roll to heal, you're healed to the maximum amount, and I think that's something like Calm had, right?
no, Tom never had that. He would occasionally use just straight up heal, which would heal for like 60 or 70, and then an additional like 5d8 plus 1d4 plus 10 or something like that. Something preposterous. It was just dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, he had ridiculous healing. I was super impressed. And all I remember is that you had Starry Form. So when they released that in patch 8, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Because I
Yeah.
really just wanted a heal bot for one of my party members, and that's what I made them. Um, yeah. I don't know. I feel like if you guys are all on the now that they have crossplay compatibility, like if you guys ever want to like jump in a game and play together, like I'm down the clown.
For some Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't even beaten that game, to be honest with you.
You were playing it a lot,
I've
and
I
beaten it
played a lot.
twice.
The problem is that I
really,
kept on restarting games with
uh,
new people, with new groups of people, and I never got that far.
that's 100% me. You get fatigued after a while, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to just solo it because my buddy, like, I haven't heard from him in probably 7 months. So I just, I think I'm giving up hope, and it feels sucky though because it's like we are so close to being done, but I can't
yeah. But
continue without him.
did you have the main save? Because then you can give that slot to another person, and you can play
I
together and
do
have
have the
someone.
main save, so I might
So
just be
yeah,
like, dude,
hey,
F it.
yeah,
I'm just gonna beat it on my own.
Yeah.
or yeah, you can either play as the character, or you can have like add me and Chris, and I'm sure you already have Nate, but I think even Lou had got it, and then we could all play together. That would be fun too.
Yeah. Are we waiting on someone, by the way?
I think Nate just came back.
No, yeah, I'm back. I've
Okay,
been
cool.
back. I was listening, but I was getting some stuff prepped, so I
Uh,
was kind of using the
I
time.
can't join the game.
yeah, we have an error. I'll post it here. I just took a screenshot of it.
Did you guys update the game?
Yeah, let me see what it is.
I did an
Have you
update.
updated? Did you check
Yeah.
for updates? Yeah, you probably need to update to the newest version of the client.
Uh,
I've updated completely,
Okay.
It's the same problem.
and I double checked like 3 times, make sure I was most up
Because
to
you're in the
date.
game, right, Chris?
Chris
Yeah,
got in.
let me
Did you
try
have to
rolling
update?
and see if you see it, because I saw some weird stuff, Nate. Did you see
I
that
have the error
16?
posted there,
Nate?
Nate. Maybe
Yeah,
that would-
that's the same error I'm getting. Cloud
You
server.
saw some weird stuff?
Yeah, it was like the character list at the top didn't populate. It was just my name, like my actual name, and then it's populated now. But did you see that 16 I just rolled?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I should be good then.
Okay.
join again.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what that's saying.
Whereas the requested name is not registered with the lobby server. Is that my registered name or your registered name?
The cloud server with the requested name is not registered with the lobby server. Yeah, I don't know. Can you, I'm not, like, I can't really get there without closing the game out, you know? Like, I have to go back to the launcher.
It's in my history. I wonder
I
if something
can't-
changed.
I can't really see, like,
I did it again, and I did it to join by GM name too. Let me.
Do you get the same error?
Yeah, because I tried to just put in Forlorn King and join by GM name, and it gave me the same error.
the lobby server. Or are you joining, Chris?
I just
Could you just see the lobby?
No, I clicked join server, and then at the top there's like a previously joined ones, and I just double clicked on that.
Is it join
Yeah.
server or join
Okay.
campaign? Because I joined campaign.
Yeah,
it's
join
probably
campaign.
Join campaign, yeah.
Would you mind restarting, Nate? Maybe it's just a glitch.
Yeah,
or
let me
something.
just yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me join either, because it's the same thing.
Did you have to do an update, Chris?
Yeah,
When you first, I did. I just did 2 updates, unless there's more than one. We'll tell you there's no
Guys,
updates
starting
at some
cloud
point.
server mode. Unable to check lobby server. What the fuck?
Now you're getting it. Did FG crash or something? Maybe their servers are down.
Mine says lobby connected.
Huh.
Version 4.7.2.
Yeah, I'm
Starting cloud
4.7.2.
server mode.
What's your version you're using, Chris?
472.
Okay.
I don't know why this is. Checking the settings. All right, I'm loading. Maybe exit out of the program and try to restart and look for it, because I'm loading the server now.
I'm gonna wait until you're done loading, and then I'm gonna try and join.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's showing green. Before it's showing it as red.
Oh man, my stomach is fucked up.
I will say the initial time I did connect, it took like way longer than usual.
Yeah, it's taken a while for me to even load the server, so I don't know why that is, but
Yeah,
it happens.
it was green for me too, and it's just saying loading.
Yeah, it's still loading for me. I think it just needs to. It's taken a while to kind of get. I don't know. It did have a pretty big update, so tends to happen.
I'm a week from Tuesday. I'm taking my CPA exam.
Sweet.
Mm.
Good luck.
So right up until we were playing, I was studying.
Mm.
Well, it's a big undertaking, Kurt. You'll have to let us know how you do there.
And it'll be my first one. This one kind of sets the pace for the rest. If I pass, I got 18 months to pass the other 3.
CPA is tax, right?
No,
Accounting.
it's all accounting. So there's 4
Certified
exams.
professional accounting, right?
Yeah, certified public accountant, I think.
Yeah,
I think sometimes they say professional
it's
too,
public
but
account.
yeah,
Who's an accountant? Yeah.
yeah. So the CPA covers the first exam, the hardest I'm taking, and I guess it's not the first. You can take them in any order, but everyone starts with this one because it's the one that you're most likely to fail. It's called FAR, which is Financial Accounting and Regulations, and so that's like covering everything from bonds to journal entries to like liabilities, assets, depreciation, everything. Like every form of financial accounting, balance sheet, income statement, statement of cash flows, like all of that. And so it's that one's kind of hardest because it covers so many topics. And then the next is audit, people usually take. And then after that is between a discipline or reg, and reg is tax. So only one of the 4 exams is tax.
Gotcha.
And then my discipline is information systems. So I'll be doing like more tech based accounting stuff. So I'll be doing, stuff more about like databases and how accounting and financial information moves through computers.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How long does it
it's
take to do like all the training for that, or go to school for that?
yeah, so I actually don't have enough schooling to get my license. But you have to sit for the exam, you have to have 120 hours with, I think it's 30 hours of advanced accounting courses. And then to get your license, you have to have 150 hours, which is a master's degree of college credits. So like I'm doing my MBA in part to get my license. Um, and then studying wise, the exam, it's an average of 100 to 150 hours per exam. Each exam is about 4 hours long, or you have a 4-hour time limit. Um, so I've studied about 80 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm gearing up. I'm close. I have a couple things I'm making mistakes on, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I should be able to pass come, next Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday.
And then would you go like work for a public firm?
I already do.
Oh,
Yeah, I work for a Big Four accounting firm. I just
Oh,
work in the advisory space. I'm an audit remediator for the government. So I mostly do like implementations so they can get an audit opinion.
okay.
Yeah.
I was a property accountant for a long time, for a couple REITs, which was really fun. I have my CGA, which is the Canadian. They amalgamated too. They used to have CGA, CMA, and CA, and then they all amalgamated into the Canadian version of CPA. So, but I got out of the corporate world because I didn't like it as much. So I'm in the private sector now.
Okay, yeah. So I'm mostly doing it for promotion opportunity. Even though advisory, it's less needed because I'm more of a consultant and I do more like systems work, not audit or tax work. But it's highly valued at my firm to have. So that's why I'm trying to get it.
All right. Well, I'm in. I'm gonna go pee real quick while everyone else gets in.
Yeah, this is going. Okay, so I think we should be ready to go now.
Mine's up too.
Yeah, mine just got up
Man,
too.
stomach's fucked. Okay, so one thing, hopefully this will be the start of some more momentum. Isaiah is, I don't know. I don't think he's like fully out, but I just don't know that his ability to come back is very high. Like he's, I think, overseas for a while. I don't know how long he's overseas for. Um, oh, he said that'd only be for 2 weeks, and that was a month ago. So, um, but yeah. So I think like we need to sort of plan for him not coming back, and if he does want to come back, he can just kind of slide in and out. So if you guys have anybody that is free on Thursdays, let me know, and I can talk to them and give them the rundown on the campaign, and and you can share whatever, if they're a person get them hyped, and can add somebody new.
Yeah, I ran it by
Um,
the group that I hang out with, and they're all into like indie games and stuff, but they do like D&D. Just a lot of them right now have a commitment on Thursday that might free up in the summertime. But
okay.
like I said, I'm like don't. I'll keep asking people because ideally, if you're like me, like I'd like to have 5 players. That way, if
Yeah,
someone's
me too.
out, you can still play. So
Yeah,
with us,
four
we
and
have
five,
4.
4 and 5 is like my sweet spot, and we tend to have 3.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I think 3 is enough to play with, but it gets a little dicey in terms of balancing encounters, and I then sort of feel like I have to improvise more, and then the sessions are a little more stressful for me, just trying to keep you guys from dying, or you know. And yeah, I mean it's been tough, and I've also struggled since March with uh, having time to prep as much, and so that has definitely affected. Um, I'm sure like what I've been able to do, um, and it's also just kind of affected my availability and my um, enthusiasm. The good news is that I found out today that I was granted a work from home as a reasonable accommodation, which I requested uh, last week.
Yo.
So
Is that like
I'll
unrestricted,
be
or do you
working
have to
from home.
like go in sometimes?
No, so I don't have to go in. There, it's pending medical review, so it's like an interim accommodation. So, I have ADHD, and going into the office was just really kind of messing me up. And the kind of work I do really needs me to like get into the zone and review tens of thousands of records at a time. And I just didn't have that ability uh, to do it as well in the office with all the distractions, all the noise of being in a downtown Philadelphia, and the commuting and all that shit. So I requested it last week, and my boss basically approved an interim while the third party medical assessment is done. Um, So that'll at least be for a few months, and I'm hoping then that will turn into whether or not they grant me the work from home as a reasonable accommodation. The building that we're in, like the lease is up at the end of August, and they don't have plans. They don't even know, like, because everything's fucked with the government right now. So they don't even know that, like, they think that the lease is up in 2026, but like the building's property manager told us that the lease, like that GSA, which is the government agency that can actually engage in lease contracts, terminated the lease effective August 31st, 2025. So our people at our agency at Department of Ed think that the lease is going to be terminated in 2026, but the building's ownership is showing our space to other people, and have full expectations that we will clear out by August. So we've been trying to tell people in DC, and nobody's listening. So my assumption is that we get to the end of August and there won't be a place for me to go back to. And then because I'll be 50 miles outside of the nearest Department of Education office per my collective bargaining agreement as a union employee, I will be fully remote. So this buys me time, whether or not it goes through. If it does go through, then like I'm even further insulated if they decide to lease a new office or do a space match agreement with another agency or anything like that. But point is, for the foreseeable future, hopefully longer, I'll be working from home. And that'll give me more time back to do prep and get excited about D&D again. So
Cool.
Oh, that's great, dude.
yeah.
Is your wife going in still? Because you said that she had to go back in, but
Not yet. Her boss is holding it off. So hopefully she can hold it off through August, but we'll see. She may at some point have to go in. But right now we're both working from home. So
Cool.
nice.
I'll start. Yeah, today was my last day in the office. Hopefully.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully. So yeah. But so where we left it off is you guys were basically ready to go to the Dwarvish realm. I think that's right.
Correct.
All right.
Now, I
Um,
don't. It's been a while, so I don't remember specifically which place we're going to. Which one did you guys pick? Because I abstained from voting so that you guys could.
I think we were heavily pitching, at least me and Quentin, to do the dungeon crawl, right, Quentin?
Yes.
Then
I think
let's
we
do
want to
it.
do dungeon crawl before heist. In hopes that maybe we could do stuff to get the ship more ready for a heist.
Sure.
yeah, so keep in mind that the heist is not going to be like a ship thing. The heist is going to be a more social encounter plus some stealth.
I see. I was thinking GTA 5 heist where we parachute out of the ship.
No,
drop
yeah, so the
lines,
heist
have glass
is
cutters.
going to be the heist.
The heist is gonna be whatever we make it, Nate. All right.
I mean, look, if that's how you want to do it, you can. It's just like, I mean, if that's how you want to do it,
I'm
that's fine
kidding,
too.
I'm
And
kidding.
like, you guys can plan out the heist however you want. The proposal for the heist for me was going to be more of, you procure an invitation to a selective sort of ball for like well-connected dwarves and other dignitaries to the island, to the headquarters of the Clan of Females, and then find some way at that ball to
I kind of like
get
that
into their
better
vault.
because our strong suit is for sure not social interaction, so it's just gonna go terribly. That could be a great deal of fun.
Yeah, so that would be that was going to be like the pitch for that, and it would be sort of you know, but if you guys would rather, I mean, I could just sort of set the parameters of that, and if you guys would rather do like fly over, turn your thing into an airship and then fly over, but yeah, if that's the case, you're gonna have to get some shit for that. So
Yeah. Well, either way, we're doing the dungeon crawl, so.
okay. So you guys are in the capital city, and you make your way. The ship itself is reprovisioned with food and water and other things for a voyage. It typically between locations takes about a week um, of travel through the um, I can't remember what I called it, but like the astral corridor. Um, think like a hyperspace tunnel, but like it takes longer, you know, um, through the Thaumic Expanse, and yeah, you guys are ready to go.
I just while we're in the hyperspace tunnel, I'm going to use the opportunity in this tiny, small, enclosed space to practice riding on my axe beak.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Roll animal handling.
Oh fuck. That was kind of joke. Shit.
The axe beak doesn't like the riding. It kind of goes on a bit of a rampage around the ship, and does some damage that you'll have to spend some time repairing with your carpentry skills.
Okay.
So
That's
the
what I
bonus
do
is
during the
that
trip. I repair the damage I did.
the damage that you caused. Yeah. So let me figure out. I need tables.
I had a giant badger, didn't I?
Yeah, is that a riding animal?
No.
It's big enough, right? Anything you can ride anything with enough effort.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Oh no, it's medium. It's medium.
Crochet balls. I was gonna say, weren't we promoting like a battle, like the crochet ball battle before we left the Citadel area? Wasn't that Lou's whole thing of posting the posters, or was that just to advertise the crochet balls?
I think that was just to advertise the crochet balls. Also, we can do that next time we're in the place. Because otherwise we have to stay in the capital for a while longer. And I want to get moving.
Okay, so after a few days, who's on watch? Who wants to be on watch right now?
I can be on watch right now.
Okay.
I'll take second.
Fiar, roll perception.
Oh, oops. Dang it. 24. I keep forgetting I don't double click.
With a 24, you notice in the distance, not in your, so-called C lane, so it's not something that like you could just like, but I mean, you could like, but you notice like far in the distance a what appears to be a floating tower with like a lot of like draconic iconography, and pulling the tower along appears to be, and you almost have to rub your eyes to see it, what looks to be a silver dragon and a robed man standing at the battlements of the tower. And it's not headed like in your direction or like anything. It's just something that you see off in the distance as it peels off into the starry sky.
Okay. I think Freyark would be a little startled by seeing something like that. Seems like that wouldn't be something that you would normally see traveling through here. So I would call for the party to see if they have any inkling of what I'm seeing. They can see it too.
Yeah.
This man in robes must be strong man to command a dragon like this.
So can they see it as well now that I've alerted them?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so it's still there.
you know, you guys are moving at a pretty fast speed. It's moving at a fast speed. It's sort of like in sight. You know, based on it'll probably be in your like visible sight for a couple minutes more before it is out of sight.
We're
Okay.
basically looking at this tower being dragged along by this great beast.
Yeah, it's sort of being pulled along, it seems, by the dragon, and then there's a robed man at the top of the tower.
A silver
that-
dragon?
Yeah, is it a silver
Yeah.
dragon? Is
Yeah.
there any sort of imagery or anything? Could I make a history or religion check to see if I've read anything about that or know anything about like, oh, hey, that's that mythical thing, or that's just how people travel around here.
Sure, yeah, roll a DC 25 history check.
I am not good at history.
I will give you guidance.
That is.
I feel like Chris knows what it is. Oh, damn.
Oh my god, I do. Fuck, I do. Now I do. Now that you mentioned it.
Chris knows, but his character probably doesn't, right?
Yeah, I would have no idea.
Yeah.
23. Oh,
Yeah,
he's so close.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'll say because that's a pretty high roll, I'll say you would find all of this odd. The dragon iconography is weird. A human being cooperating with the dragon, like this is like anachronistic entirely, right? Like the draconic race was wiped out tens of thousands of years prior to even dwarves' arrival in the cauldron. Much less humans who are fairly like relatively new in terms of like, you know, they've only arrived to this area, to these realms, you know, in the last couple hundred years. So you know, that's kind of odd. A dragon that, you know, what remains of dragons aren't really like civilized creatures. They're, you know, entirely like dumb beasts. But even from what you can see here, like this dragon doesn't seem to be like just a wild beast. And so yeah, it just seems like it would be like it seems like a very odd sight, but you know, there's always stories, odd sights when traveling the astral corridor. So
So it's not
Can
like
I say something above table?
Yeah.
Okay. So my thought. Now I don't know if Shark would recognize this. He's a wise guy, but not super intelligent. But Silver Knight or Platinum Knight, right, is one of our big enemies. Suddenly we have a Platinum Dragon. If I'm not mistaken, they said the
Silver
clan of
Dragon.
Bahamut, Silver Dragon, clan of Bahamut isn't he a dragon?
yes.
So we might be having a little witness of Bahamut.
it's as good an explanation as any
It
else.
is. I can't confirm or deny because my character is too stupid to know, even though I know precisely.
I
Well,
know
can you
too.
just
I think
tell
that's
us
what
so
it
we
is,
don't?
but I
So
don't know if Shark would know that. You know, from
Is
a
it
role
something-
playing.
Well, let's see what he does with this information he thinks he knows.
is it a callback to something in another RPG trope that Nate's movie was inspired by, or is it something in the story?
I'll just say it's an Easter egg from a past campaign that we.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's oh my god.
It's Theo.
It's Theo.
Oh shit.
He's got
Really?
the Tower of the Dragon Lords. Yeah. That's why I wanted to wait, because like he could have wanted to do something with that information.
But,
And
like,
I would have been down with it because like Bear is
I
way
didn't
too dumb to
know-
know.
Argentum was pulling it though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever.
Is that
Artistic
canon
license.
that he Argentum's pulling your tower through the astral sea?
Yeah, it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't
love that.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh. I thought it was like some sort of mythology or lore I should be known. Maybe it was like, Santa Claus or something
It's
like that. in
you know it's
April.
it's lore to our tables, but like before Chris brought Tom back, Theo went off into the astral sea.
He
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
So that's just sort of there are realms unexplored here.
You know what would be hilarious is Bear and Arturo talking about it in front of Lou's character when Lou comes back to say, "Oh yeah, we saw this," and see if Lou clicks in.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to wait to see because Quentin had absolutely no way of knowing what it was. And if he was gonna like try and pull the ship towards it or be like, "Oh, it's the enemy, let's try and attack them," I like didn't want to say anything to influence him whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Bahamut this whole time.
Yeah.
A little glimpse.
I feel like Theo would destroy us because he was level 15 or level 16 when he departed from the campaign.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like a
Yeah,
floating
yeah.
orb of destruction at the front of the tower, so he's just.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is that where
Yeah,
that went?
yeah,
There's so much
that's
more.
True. There was a sphere of annihilation. Yeah, that's true. You kept that too.
affixed to like the top of it.
Do you keep control of it as like did Theo have control of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he eventually developed a way to like keep it on the tower and have better control of it than before because he had an amulet that like gave him advantage and plus some ridiculous number to handling it. So I think that what I was saying is that he wanted to like make that a part of his toolkit. It's not it's a very cool item, but mechanically not powerful in combat. But it just would be cool, you know.
Dope.
Yeah, and this would be a fairly long time after the campaign, and presuming Theo has reached some ability to maintain like a significant longevity. I should also just, I mean, I don't know if it's been clear to you guys, but the Myrmex, the Myrmikis are, I don't know if you remember those, like ant creatures.
Yep.
And you guys let the queen go in your campaign, so they have become something different, but also very similar to what they were. So the Myrmex hive mind is a consequence of the previous campaign. So, see, I'm creating deep lore, guys. There's
Yeah.
you know,
hard, deep cuts.
anyways, you go on. That fades off into the distance, to strange sights. You know, on another day, you notice some space whales flying through space. Fairly common sight, but one that, if you're not well traveled through the astral corridor, uh, would still potentially spark some amount of wonder.
Could Arturo try fishing again off into the astral sea?
Oh, sure.
If we had some downtime, he's like, oh, let me cast this
Yeah.
rod and see. I don't know what sort of skill check was required for that.
I could help make you something that would like affix it to the ship, you know?
Oh, like those people that go marlin fishing and the rod is attached to the back of the boat.
Yeah,
So it doesn't
yeah.
make-
It's got like
Cool.
a holder and stuff. Yeah.
Are you? Is Bear kind of handy like that?
He's the shipwright.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I would say, hey Bear, I got this idea, and I think last time I almost like went overboard. Is a way to fix this rod and make it extend. I'd like to do some more fishing while we are passing here across the astral sea.
Yes, this is thing I can try and do. It should not be a problem.
Wonderful. Let me know if you need any help.
I will. And I will help him do that.
And not to throw any hurdles in your plans, Nate, but are there Gif Yankee in your world? Because they are denizens kind of the astral sea.
Yes, you haven't encountered them yet.
Okay, cool. Just I'll just keep
Yeah.
that in mind because that would be interesting.
Yeah. Like they're not like part of like the main core races,
Yeah.
so you haven't yet encountered them. But
Okay.
so like your character would know what they were, but yeah, I mean they are part of the world.
And I'm asking as Dan, obviously not as Arturo. I just
Yeah.
thought like, okay, because we're kind of in Spelljammer world, it's kind of like something that is known.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's I mean, and I'll say this, your characters would know this, so I could say this, like, from what's been mapped of the Thaumic Expanse, I don't know if I've described this before, but like the sun is at the center of everything. Do you guys know what a Dyson sphere is?
Yep.
So essentially, like it is a like Dyson sphere, except it's like a 20-sided die surrounding a sun, and on each of the vertices, the icosahedron is one of the Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
So like on each point of is like one of the realms. So I think an icosahedron has 12 points. So like you guys know what's considered explored space is like the Elvish realm, the Orcish realm, the Gnomish realm, Orcish realm, and the human realm. So that's 5. There's a few like places that have been discovered, but like only spectral pioneers can go to, and like but then, you know, obviously, like, there's a place where the Myrmics are from. And then, you know, there's also like planets in the sky as well that orbit the sun, but they're seen from each of the realms as stars, and they're also sort of worshipped as gods. So that's sort of the and again, you can only, like, the distances are vast, so really you have to use these like thaumic relays as like the mechanism for entering this like astral corridor, which then allows for like faster travel than you'd be able to do between realms. So that maybe gives you a better picture of the universe that we're dealing with.
Gotcha.
So Dan, you wanted to fish. Is that right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
did I miss?
I definitely wanted to fish, and I
Okay.
didn't know if you were going to make Bear do any sort of skill check to finish his contraption to assist in making that rod.
Yeah, Bear, if you want to use carpenter's tools, I think, or whatever you have, whatever that tool proficiency you have is. It's probably dexterity. Or strength works. Yeah, so Bear's able to make a pretty good, we'll call it a good rod, not a great rod. Can catch Magikarp with it mostly. Yeah, so it's a like a you were making like a fishing rod, right? Was
I
that
think
your
I
goal,
already
or
had.
was that
I
is
think
something else? Like,
I think I already had the fishing rod, but Bear said I can improve it to fix it to the hull. So I think what happened last time I tried to fish is I almost went overboard. Either I caught something too big
oh
and it was
right,
gonna
yeah,
pull
yeah,
me,
yeah.
or my
Yeah, so he's able to do that with the 14. He's able to do that for sure. You've got, you know, kind of a like how deep sea fishers, you know, have sort of slots that they can put the
yeah.
rod into so that it's, you know, a little bit more stable. And you know, yeah, maybe even like, you know, some kind of like netting, you know, you can pull stuff in.
So I would spend like all my extra time just like out fishing and
Okay,
try to catch some
yeah,
space
do
trout.
a survival check.
Okay, awesome. Survival. Oh, that was almost a 20, but no, it's a 7. Shoot. I find an old tire. I got something. I got something. Oh. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think with the 7, you know, you don't have a whole lot of luck. In terms of the fishing, but you know, you have a good time anyways. You're enjoying the sights,
Yeah, always.
and otherwise, it's a fairly uneventful trip. And as you approach the end of the astral corridor that you're in, you see the dwarf realm come into sight, and you guys targeted the every realm has at each of the key cardinal compass points a thaumic relay. The White Plume Mountain is in the south, and so you arrive there. I was trying to get AI to give me a map of the Dwarvish realm, and I couldn't quite get it right, so I don't have one ready yet. But picture essentially like a long if you were to look at a map of the Dwarvish Realm, it's like a long continent length mountain range on like a landmass that almost looks vaguely like a crescent. And it creates a large gulf. And at the center of that gulf is a like almost perfect star shaped island, which is the island where the clan of females resides. So that's like sort of in the center of the map. And you guys have arrived sort of at the southern tip. So you think of the crescent as being it's on the western side. So like on the eastern side is essentially like mostly ocean, some scattered islands. And that's like the more direct route into like the headquarters of the clan of females. Because that's out sort of the western side. On the southern tip is sort of where the crescent curves back up. And the White Plume Mountain is there, sending up smoke. All of you guys can roll a history check if you want, so you can learn about this place.
Oh,
Do the dwarves have an advantage because it's their homeland?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage. It's the Dwarvish Realm. It's your homeland. Yeah, those are good. So, Fjark and Arturo, you would know that the White Plume Mountain is a volcano mechanism sort of creation from the giants, and it pumps out lava around a specific area that's entirely quarantined. So the like whole zone, it's a whole stretch of land. I mean, it's really a large amount of territory. You know, that is surrounded by a massive sort of ring of lava. And it is a quarantine zone. Airships aren't allowed to pass over it. And people who go into the quarantine zone rarely come out. And those who have, you know, have come back infected with all kinds of strange and dangerous diseases. And so the borders around this area are very closely guarded, and the White Plume Mountain is sort of like inside this quarantine zone, if that makes sense. Like the lava goes out. It's all like engineered so that it like sort of goes out from the center of it, and then circles around, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's from the Thaumic Relay in the south, you know, travel by sea now. It takes you you know, a couple more hours to get to like the nearest you know, there's like floating like platforms from where the Thaumic Relay is, you know, that like as you enter and you can see land. But to get to like the nearest port that is, you know, you guys are able to kind of wave through customs easily because you're spectral pioneers now. And you get to the nearest port. Is kind of a small
small what? Nate, if you're talking.
port
Gotcha. Small port town. Gotcha.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I try to pull up the internet sometimes while we're talking, and it just shits the bed. I can't have too many things open on my computer. So I was trying to open like a name generator because I'm not great at making up names on the spot, but let's call it Port Englewood, and it is run by a minor dwarf clan called the Clan of Cunning Anglers. And they're mostly fishermen. And some of them are like sport fishermen. Some of them, do like have like hatcheries, like fish hatcheries. Do like sort of industrial fish. This is like the seafood industry for the dwarven people. And yeah, you guys arrive in the port, and it's going to be a journey by land to get to the. So you guys don't have an airship. This is the closest spot. So, yeah, you guys get in town, and this is sort of your chance. Like, this is sort of the last piece of civilization. There's a fort outside of the White Plume Mountain, which is sort of the last stop before crossing into the quarantine zone. And as Spectral Pioneers, you'd be allowed to go. It's a different question if you'll be allowed to come back, just because of the diseases that this plague zone you might be carrying. So, and that's not to say that people don't still try to go. Even adventurers, non-Spectral Pioneers, try to sneak in. There are obviously the White Plume Mountain is an extensive giant ruin, and we'll try to see what's up. So,
So this whole thing is like contaminated.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's been there for a long time, this zone. Some people claim that this is where the disease that affects dwarves that makes them
Sterile, unable to have women.
Yeah. That changes sort of the makes it so that male dwarves are 7 times more likely.
The genophage.
That the genophage. Yeah, essentially, like some people say that this is where it came from. That something spread and it was able to get past the barrier, but the extreme heat of the lava is supposed to be able to contain, most people. And again, there's no real crossings from that side. Like, there's no real way to cross the lava from the other side. And again, it's also like heavily guarded. So.
Okay. Could I perform a medicine check to see if maybe I know something more about the diseases?
Sure, yeah. Like what we should be prepared for, if we should wear masks or like shit on our feet to prevent us from. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. +8 in medicine, I roll 3.
Yeah, so for an 11, I mean, like, like most of the, basic diseases, and, but you don't have, like, medicine isn't really huge expertise here, so.
Mm.
I would say that, you know, what you know is that, you know, some diseases especially respond really well to like extreme heat or extreme cold in terms of like they can't um, survive as well. Um, and you know, um, some diseases are easily healed through magical means, and some uh, are magical in nature themselves and require more conditions to be met before they can be just simply healed.
Okay.
Um,
So I know what diseases that we might encounter, but maybe not the precautions we should take to avoid them.
yeah, I think that's probably right. You know, I think you would know generally that like diseases can be contracted through contact, some, um,
Through the air.
you know, physical or right. Some can potentially be contracted through the air. You don't know about like which specific diseases can do what. Um,
Mm,
so
be hard. All right. Well, I'll turn to Bear and Arturo, and I'll be like, um, from my experience as a druid, I know that you know diseases. There are certain diseases that can be contracted through the air, hot air. Some can be caused by being too cold. Kind of like if you get caught in the rain, getting a cold kind of thing. And Fark's just kind of like giving some truths, but you can kind of tell he's a little unsure of himself as far as like what we should do to avoid the diseases. He's
yeah,
providing a problem without a solution.
This is certainly more than I know.
I'm curious because if we're going in a place, obviously near a volcano, there's like ash and fire, uh, possibly deadly fumes. Could we get the supplies necessary to allow me to try to use my alchemy to concoct a potion that might help us resist uh, the influences of that? Outside, he's basically thinking, should we look for ingredients so he can try to make like a fire resistance potion or an acid resistance potion?
um, yeah. Uh, you want to look for a place where you can buy those things?
Yeah, are we like near a town or anything, or are we just like
Yeah. You're in a town. You're in a port city. It's Port Angleside. And um, you know, it's you know, mostly a fishing town. But there are you know, some adventurers that sort of do try to find their way into the quarantine zone. You know, some particularly in the dwarvish realm, most adventurers are pretty desperate clanless dwarves who you know, really just want to try to make a name for themselves, find riches so that they can establish their own minor clan, um, or at least join another clan. Um, you know, some clans do sort of allow yourself to buy your way in a little bit, and that gives you then the ability to potentially court um, a uh, um, uh, marriage contract with a female dwarf.
Mhm.
And marriage with dwarves is not like a permanent marriage; is like a temporary arrangement until you conceive. Um, so
okay?
So I
so
rolled a
yeah, I mean,
27.
sorry, the point is that there are places around. and you can find an apothecary. What'd you roll, Quinn, for?
So I did survival to check if Fjark would maybe know that, if you crush up like charcoal, you can maybe avoid some of the effects of noxious gases. I think with a 27, he would know that. Or maybe make like a charcoal
Sure.
gas mask.
Yeah,
But that's up to you if
yeah, that'd
that's
be fine.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that works. Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think it would like just knowing volcanoes, right? And what I know from uh Dr. Stone that there's
Yeah, I mean,
hydrogen
I think you
sulfide and you'll
could.
die.
Sure. I think, you know, uh, with that survival check, you could make a improvised sort of mask that could potentially give you advantage on a saving throw against disease or poison gas. Um, it may not last permanently, and you might not know when it loses its effectiveness, but it will protect you for a while as you use it. So, um, Arturo, you find an apothecary who's able to sell um, some. You wanted resist potions?
Yeah, I want to be able. Well, I was gonna see if I can buy the ingredients and then concoct it. So, basically, the idea is kind of like from Baldur's Gate in their alchemy. It's like you get the raw ingredients and then you kind of brew it. Might be cheaper. That might be
Yeah.
cheaper than actually buying a potion of resistance. But I'd like to start seeing if I can get that for each of our members because, um, lava flow and resisting fire sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, so for the potions of resistance, their cost is 200 gold pieces. I would say that, the markup on that versus labor, I would say that you could probably get the ingredients for a single potion, for 200. Uh, and then, and you can batch these, but it would take, uh, about 8 hours to brew, um, a potion, and with your equipment, you could probably do like, um, I'll just say you can do 5 at a time. So like if you want to make a potion of acid resistance, you can do 5 of them, but you can't like make 5 potions of resistance and one of each. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, 5 of one type, right?
yeah, over an 8-hour period.
So I would if everyone had accompanied me to the apothecary, I would probably look over to Fiark and be like, I don't have the coin for both. Which do you think we would be more likely to encounter, poison gas or fire?
Um. Well, okay. The volcano doesn't seem very active right now, right?
Is it dormant?
It's not like actively like it's sort of like it puts up a white plume of smoke at all
Right.
times.
Right.
Um, from from the volcano is essentially like a big lazy river of lava that goes out, like up, and then it splits in 2 directions and it goes in a circle around this like quarantine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell Arcturo. Um, my fear is the unseen, not the seen. Lava can be avoided, gas cannot.
okay. So with that, I guess it would be a poison resistance potion that I'd be
Okay.
looking at, as opposed to acid, because I think that sulfuric and noxious fumes probably gives you the poison condition. Um, yeah, so I'll spend 200 gold to get the base ingredients, and I just deducted that, and hopefully.
Yeah,
with
so
some
that gives you enough
alcohol-
ingredients then to make 10.
Oh, I thought it was
But
200 gold for 5 to make 5.
no, so it's 200 gold is the base price for one potion, and it's a basically times 10 markup on the cost of material for the labor.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, like the materials themselves are 20 gold pieces for one potion.
Oh,
So if
okay.
you want to make 5, you could get it for 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the potions, how long do they generally last if I can make them?
An hour.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it gives you resistance to poison damage for an hour. And like I said, it takes you 8 hours to make. Because that's a big part of why it's good amount of labor.
As a since we're both dwarfs, though, don't we have?
I think we have advantage on poison checks, possibly.
Yeah, you have resistance
Checks
to
against
poison
the poison
damage
condition.
and
Oh,
advantage
you do?
on poison condition. Yeah, you have resistance to poison damage. You also have advantage on saving throws you make to avoid or end the poisoned condition.
Right.
Is that the dwarven resilience, right?
Yeah, dwarven resilience. So I think these poison. I mean, I still think poison is smart, but I think it would be maybe more for
friends.
Bear. Yeah, Bear and Bergen.
All right.
We might be able to tough it out a little better than them.
I will still spend the 200 to get the enough ingredients to make 10, because I'll fund the time.
Would I be able to assist being, and maybe we could do 5 and 5, 5 fire resist?
I mean, if you want to buy
Yeah,
the
I mean, if you want to
ingredients,
spend, if you want to spend 200 gold, then you could get the ingredients for both and make 5 and 5. But you got to have the right tool proficiency to be able to make potions.
yeah, because I have an alchemy kit.
Oh yeah, I only have brewing. Okay, that's right. Because there's only one kit. I was like, I could help because I think I have.
We
I
could
can't
look for an
remember.
alchemist kit. Maybe they.
There was
Maybe you could buy
truer
one.
herbalism. Sorry, I have herbalism kit. Efficiency.
Yeah. So
Can't make the potion. Not bad.
no worries. Yeah, herbalism kit just lets you make potions of healing. It also lets you craft antitoxin, candles, or a healer's.
Could he buy a kit though? An alchemist kit?
Well, I don't know if I have proficiency in
alchemist?
alchemy.
Yeah, you still need like a proficient. You still need proficiency with like an alchemist gear,
Oh,
alchemical gear. Is that what we're talking about? Or
I wonder if
alchemist supplies?
I'm wondering how I got alchemy. I'm assuming I picked it in part of my backstory.
Yeah. Yeah, because like alchemist supplies, player's handbook. You can use it to identify a substance or start a fire. You can craft acid, alchemist fire, component pouch, oil, paper, or perfume. That's according to the player's handbook. Now, I've sort of expanded that to include the ability to brew potions, but I guess like an herbalism kit could potentially do that too.
Because I remember during our downtime, that's what I like read a book or something. I was reading a book to enhance my ability to be able to, because we had so much free time in one of our earlier travels. I think that's what we were rolling. I did some skill checks, so maybe that's how I acquired it. I don't know. There's been some gaps there, so I know that I've been focusing on that skill set.
I remember there was a time you asked me to help you
Oh yeah,
with stuff to give you an advantage using, because I have like herbalism experience,
yeah.
and I remember that was something we did on the ship.
Mhm.
Also brewing, you know,
There's
it's all
probably some
chemistry.
yeah, there's probably some crossover there, and that's why Nate let
But
it happen.
I wonder, I could do antitoxins and you could do fire resist potions, and we could brew at the same time. You said herbalism
yeah,
kit can do antitoxin,
yeah,
so it might not be poison
yeah. So that's
resistant.
sort of after the fact that can keep you from getting poison. Yeah, it can undo poison.
So yeah, when the canary starts to suffer the poison, we just hand them an antidote. Say, drink this.
Yeah, yeah. You can drink it as a bonus action, gain advantage on saving throws to avoid or end the potion. An hour. It doesn't give you resistance to poison damage, but it does allow poison condition. So, yeah, you guys can do that if you want. You don't have to roll for that. That's just, you take 8 hours. So you guys sort of stop here, do a long rest, move on from there. And yeah, you travel over land towards this fort. And there is a uh, small road that goes there. And um, it takes half a day to get there. They're you know um, like not super far from this port town. The port and as you approach the fort, you're hailed by the guards. This fort is maintained by the Strong Arm clan, which is the primary like military clan for the dwarves. And a guy in a captain's uniform comes up and is like, "Hail, travelers! Usually, people trying to infiltrate the quarantine to break the quarantine zone go around the fort, try to sneak in. Of course, we have patrols all along, and we know everybody who goes through. So, but you guys are trying to go through the front gate. That's gonna probably try to stop you if you're wise. And if you're that persistent, we're not make too big of an effort. But I can assure you that if you try to come back and cross that line from the other side, we will put you down.
Is
Anyways.
this guy a dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll speak to him in Dwarvish. That
Okay.
would give me an advantage. And tell him that we're Spectral Pioneers.
Yep.
And we are here on a special mission.
He says, "Oh well, by all means." He says, then I won't stop you. You can proceed if you wish, but I will also tell you that, you know, you should come back, check in on the other side um, of the lava flow, and we will observe you from a distance. And if you appear to be contaminated, you will be required to stay on the other side, regardless of your status. Cannot contagious disease to flow out of this place.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Um,
Sort of
all right. Well,
disease, have you witnessed being a guard here? Like, what do you normally encounter when people go in there?
he says, well, I could show you. And he takes you to, the top of, like, he walks you, it takes a few minutes. He walks you to the tower. He gives you a spyglass. He says, look across there. And you see, like, it's a wide lava flow. It's not like long enough for anybody to like make anything up. There are no trees for, hundreds of yards on the other side. It's all, sort of volcanic rock. But pretty close after you get past like the rock and stuff, you could see a tree line, and you can see what looks to be settlement. And with the looking glass, with the spyglass, you can see people there. Adventurers, mostly dwarves, but you see maybe an elf or two. Like you see some gnomes, um, and even if, but they're just kind of shambling around. They all look really gaunt and sickly, um, and they all sort of have like greenish tinge to and like sort of what look to be like sores.
Well, that's how awful. Do you have a name for the disease that they carry? It like called the taint?
Hello?
Nate?
I think needs problems.
The taint. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear. Now we can.
Yeah.
What?
There was a pause. I'm like, what is it called the taint?
It's called the Green Death.
Okay. Green
Well,
Death.
that's so much worse.
They've taken to settling near the lava flow, and most of them stay there until die. At some point, it takes over your mind, and they just shuffle around.
Oh. How long is quarantine if we exhibit any?
So quarantine will be for 2 weeks. If you show no signs of having it, then you'll be permitted to come across. But I assure you, we will be keeping a very close eye on you.
Basically, every person that has gone into there has acquired the disease.
Yes, for virtually everyone that we've seen come back out. Most people who go, we never see come back. They probably succumb to the disease before they're able to come back. Those that are there, settled there, reportedly say that the heat makes them feel slightly better until they die. So they come be closer to the lava flow, and they do eventually succumb to the disease, but they think it makes them feel better. And as long as they don't get too close, we're fine.
I'm gonna pull the others aside and say, tell me why we're going in here again. If there's almost 100% chance that we're gonna acquire this disease that could kill us.
We must get the rune. There is nowhere else it could be. We know it is here.
Willing to take that chance with our lives.
There are none that survive.
I mean, they come back and they have the disease, but then they're not allowed to leave. Unless, I don't know, are you skilled enough to remove diseases in your druid craft, Fiark?
I don't. I've never heard of this disease before. I am not sure if I might be able to remove it.
I have something that might
Do
be
you
able
have
to help twice, but... I'm sorry, what was that name?
Quentin, he's asking about if you have spells that can.
Oh, yes. Let me see. I can. I have. Probably should prepare spells to anticipate disease.
Yeah, so it'd be like lesser restoration or greater restoration.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I have both. I have. I have one of them.
I don't think you guys have level 5 spells left. Yeah, you don't have
Yeah,
greater.
we don't have
Greater restoration is a
third
level,
level,
5
yeah, yeah.
spell.
Yeah, I have
I think you guys just have.
detect.
Yeah.
I have detect poison and disease,
Okay.
and then purify food and drink.
Yeah, that's probably.
And then I have lesser restoration. Yes, protection from poison.
Okay.
Cast.
So, if you are talking about your abilities in dealing with certain diseases in a non-meta way, and we're having this conversation, I think Arturo would warm up to the idea of us just venturing forth in a place where everyone that's gone in there has succumbed to this disease or has acquired the disease. It just didn't add up to him for us to go marching in there where we're most likely going to end up with a disease. And then after talking, I guess, just to expedite things, to Fiark, come to the realization that Fiark might be able to help remove disease in case we acquire it. He'd feel a little bit more confident after that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would need to prepare these spells, correct? Because I don't have them prepared.
Yeah, if you don't have them prepared, you need to prepare them. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll prepare them now.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, I
anticipating.
think you do that over. Yeah, I think you do that over a long rest, unless it's a short rest. I don't remember.
I think they were a long rest. I just didn't even think about
Chris?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long rest.
Yeah. So I mean, I can say that you guys took a long rest to like brew the potions, so I would assume that your character would think to prepare those spells. So we didn't really talk about that. So if you want to have done it, it's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, just prepare the appropriate spells, and then getting across the lava flow. Um, there's sort of like a raft with like they sort of send out like fire a chain with the ballista bolt to the other side, and then there's like a raft, and they like escort you to the other side. And they pull their way back and then tug that chain with the spike. Think like, you know, one of those like boats that you like pull the rope, you know, to cross. So they have like one of those types of like boats that's made out of like a special kind of metal that doesn't transfer the heat. And doesn't melt in the lava. And they're able to cross with that and drop you off on the other side, and they pull the chain back. They're like, all right, you're on your own. Good luck. May the gods. And yeah, so you guys can set out for that settlement of people in quarantine, or you can like head to the center of this area.
I think Arturo would push towards avoiding the settlement, not knowing how contagious the disease they have
Agreed.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
these make sense.
Yeah.
Would also hand out a potion of fire resistance to everyone.
Okay.
Have on hand in case things get pretty hot.
Okie dokie. Let me find that item. And then it's 10 o'clock, so fire resistance. Let me just go to the party sheet and do this. The loot. Okay, so Arcturo, you have all 5 of them.
Okay.
So you'll just be responsible for keeping track of those.
Sure.
I think like you can. Yeah, I mean it's fine. Like I assume you guys will take them at the same time. So, or you know whatever. So yeah, so we'll stop there. You guys are headed towards the center of the island, and like I said, it's not really an island, but it's a pretty large land mass. So you're going to be traveling to get to the center, probably for a couple days, and should be going through a forest towards this mountain, and be encounters on the way, and then you'll hit the dungeon proper. We'll go from there. So
Cool.
Yeah, and hopefully next week Luke can join us. I know he said he's
yeah,
traveling.
we'll have Lou, and yeah, then I don't know. Yeah, if you guys, I mean, Dan, I know you have some friends you're working on, and maybe
Mhm.
later, maybe a few weeks from now. I don't know. I'm hesitant to like put out an ad myself, just because like, you know, I don't know. I mean, like Chris, like you and Lou were from just a Reddit post, I think.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So, you know, it's been good. Like, you guys are now my friends. You know,
Yeah.
some of you I've met IRL, but you know, you're my friends in real life no matter what. So
Yeah, you got to find someone that clicks with the group, right? And it's
yeah,
different people like different play styles, right? And we all we did that campaign, and we all enjoy each other's company. So,
Yep.
yeah,
and Quentin,
yeah.
you're a
It's
welcome addition.
Oh,
Very
thank
much.
you.
yeah, yeah. Um, so all right, well, this has been fun. I'm glad we're getting going, and hopefully we'll have some momentum. Like I said, I'm hoping that, you know, I mean, I will definitely have more time and more sleep behind me going into next week. So that's going to be a pretty big positive
Yeah, that's
in
awesome.
terms of getting
I'm
things
glad they're
going.
able
And
to do
I
that
do
for you,
have,
Nate.
yeah, so I do have a fair amount for this. You know, prepped. Some of it I need to still get into Fantasy Grounds. Like, I have it on like a separate file, and so I need to like move some stuff over from my notes. Oh, excuse me. To get the dungeon in. But we'll yeah, we'll get it going. So
Cool.
good times, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
All right.
great time. Thanks a lot,
GG's.
Nate. Talk to you guys
yeah,
next week.
Thanks for running, Nate.
yeah,
See you guys
take it
later.
easy.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right.